Hi, everybody. Welcome to the call tonight. We're a little bit smaller group tonight. Our normal crew's not here, but we got a lot of content to get through, so I want to go ahead and get started. We're also missing Heidi, our normal hostess with the mostest. Her laptop died this week, so she can't get on with us, but I hope I can do her proud, sharing everything. But Laura, are you good to go? You're muted, Laura.
Yes, I am.
All
and
right.
Are you sharing the presentation or am I sharing my presentation?
I am, as soon as I get back to Zoom and stop trying to do so many things at the same time.
Want to let everybody know I got my gold and pink on. It blends so beautifully. 2 best months out of the year.
And they're back to back.
Yes, they are. Get ready. All right, great.
All right.
Well, hi, everyone. On my next slide, I introduce myself. I'm Laura Eicher, National Director of Childhood Cancer Initiatives, and run the Gold Together for Childhood Cancer program. And as it shows in the slide, I've been staff for coming up on 5 years and a volunteer since 2012, and then a caregiver to a childhood cancer survivor and an AYA survivor, and he's on the call tonight. Cole Eicher is one of our volunteer guests tonight. So I look forward to sharing with you how to be gold in September and every day. Next slide, please. Okay, so I'm going to go over Gold Together for Childhood Cancer overview, and then a little bit about what ACS does for childhood cancer, because it's great to know that when you are working with your volunteers and then and donors. And then in September, we have a fundraising challenge coming up and some exclusives for the Gold Together teams. And then really just an overview of how to be gold in September, sharing some ideas and then some resources. So I've got a lot to share, so let's go ahead and get started with our next slide. Okay, so as a brief overview, this is the body of my work that I work on. So I have a volunteer life cycle, which is everything from entry volunteers who are making gold ribbons, fabric gold ribbons that we use for awareness, to our Gold Together ambassadors, which I'll explain. And then we also have a National Advisory Council, which really helps bring forward our work and think about the 3 to 5 year plan of it. So then I also work with our Relay for Life Gold Together teams, which is the team that has restricted funding for childhood cancer. And well, as of the end of last year, we had 143 teams nationwide, and we raised $788,000. So when I equate that is a very strong research grant right there. About 750,000 will give you like 3 years of research. So it's incredible and dedicated to childhood cancer. I'm also a part of the program that is focused in September for those who don't have relay events. They can join in as individuals to be a Gold Together champion. So very much like our Men Wear Pink, but think gold and think September. And then, of course, we're always looking for partners, partnerships, sponsorships, and we do have quite a few things coming up this September, people that are aligning, companies that are aligning with us and for childhood cancer. So that's the body of my work. Moving into the quick overview of what the challenge and our impact is for childhood cancer. So in case you didn't know, cancer is the leading disease-related cause of death for children and adolescents. So it's not something to take lightly. It is the leading cause of death. So we are going after it and creating more research, because only with research does things change. A statistic that is good to know as well is how many does this affect? Well, 1 in 260 children and adolescents will be diagnosed with cancer before the age of 20. A lot of people don't know that. So a typical school with 1,000 kids is going to have 4 students that are diagnosed with cancer. So it's more prevalent than people know. And then, of course, when you look at the larger landscape, when you add the children and the adolescents, you've got about 16,000 a year are diagnosed with cancer. So that's the challenge. That's what we're going up against. Also, 1 in 5 are not surviving their cancer diagnosis. So that's, again, why research is so important. You're going to hear what we're doing about that. All right, next slide. So the solution, now this has a lot of words on it. I'm only going to cover like 2 sentences from each of these next slides. But what I wanted to show you is all of this is on cancer.org/goal-together, exactly the same wording. So what do we do with the funds that we raised for childhood cancer? Well, it goes to research, advocacy, and patient support. So in starting with research that reaches kids, we have, as of January, 44 multi-year research grants totaling $26 million dedicated to childhood cancer. That's an important statistic. So I'm very excited. That's where the majority of our funds are all going. The next slide, we'll talk about what we do for advocacy. And, oh, I'm sorry. And that's right, I threw this one in here. So to learn more about research, because, you know, you've already heard me emphasize how important it is, I just wanted to make sure that you know that this August 23rd, we're going to have a Discover the Future with a researcher shown here. It's a national call. There will be a link and also, of course, a recording that you can listen to it. It's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so it might not work for everybody, but it's our first ever childhood cancer researcher call where we're diving deep into an ACS funded researcher and the just Q&A, and it's just going to be wonderful. So you do see here, it's St. Jude's. So a lot of people will say, you know, I give to St. Jude's. Well, that's great. But guess what? They always ask for our funding. And every time I'm looking at a report, there's 2 or 3 grants that are going to St. Jude's. So they do great research and they ask for our funds to help keep it going. So just wanted to share that. And again, August 23rd, 1 o'clock Eastern. There'll be a link on many sites and emails coming out to you. Next slide. All right, so the second area was services that support. So again, lots of things, but where do you find this? Cancer.org/goal-together, you'll find all of it. One thing that I think you might not know, because people I often tell me they had no idea, is did you know that in our Hope Lodges across the country, where it's a free place to stay, of course, during treatment, that there are 6 Hope Lodges that accept patients 12 years old and older. All of them accept 18 years and older, but 6 accept 12 years and older. And then also Puerto Rico has an entire floor dedicated to children fighting cancer. So that's something you might not have known. Our next slide. All right, so advocacy. So research, patient support, and advocacy. So what is special with us, the ACS CAN is a member of the Alliance for Childhood Cancer, and they work collaboratively. There's 20 organizations who really look over the childhood cancer legislation that is being passed federally. So funding more research for childhood cancer at the NCI and the NIH. So this partnership really gives us a big seat at the table, and it's helping us to get volunteers involved and also pass legislation. And one of the ways that we do that is we need a voice, right? A face to childhood cancer. And we do that through our Goal-Together National Ambassadors. Please turn to the next slide and I'll show you. Here's just a few of them that were in Washington, D.C. last year. And they were advocating and sharing their story to their senators and representatives. Now, the ambassador program is part of my volunteer commitment. And these are ambassadors that are ages 13 to 18. And when they get 18 and older, then they roll off into this new program that just started called ACS CAN Young Leaders. More on that. But just know that if you come across youth that are really wanting to be active, we've got mentoring and we've got a place for them, and it's called the Goal-Together Ambassadors. And where would you find it? On cancer.org/goal-together. There's a link there that will take you right to the volunteer community. and then we'll share more with them about the program. I love mentoring young people, and especially those who have had a very tough battle with cancer and they want to do something about it. Next slide. All right, so Gold Together Champions, again, is the program that is designed for activity during September. My Relay for Life captains do not get involved in the Champions program because they have their Relay for Life Gold Together team, and they've got, a place to raise funds. But for those places that don't have a relay, really want to activate, then we've got this opportunity. And of course, it's any age, individual, group, or business, and it's a leaderboard campaign focused on amplifying the efforts in September. This is just, there's 7 campaigns. We do them mostly regionally. So if someone's within a certain area, then they would sign up for the Southeast, Northeast, etc. So. All right, so now I'm going to start kicking off some ways to raise some money in September and raise some awareness. So there is a brand new September fundraising challenge that's exclusive for Relay for Life Gold Together for childhood cancer teams. And what we're looking to do is we're looking to award the 3 teams that raise the most amount of money over a certain threshold. They will get a branded tent with our brand new logo, which I'm sorry I can't show you tonight because it's still not official yet, but I've seen it and it's absolutely gorgeous. So a brand new gold tent with that logo on it. And then all those that meet the threshold will go into a drawing for an additional tent. So excited for that branding, and more to come on the Relay kickoff call in August, early August. Next slide. All right, so with support for raising funds, a lot of times that comes online. So we've got lots of examples of statistics that can be shared. And then of course your link just gets associated right with that for where you're fundraising. And that's really important. So, one of the slides one of the little graphics I'm going to share with you is, don't you love this phrase? A child fighting cancer will never outgrow the support of the American Cancer Society. Think about that. It's true. And I know these young people so well, and often they fight cancer when they're young. Something else comes down the road. And so we're really there for them along the way. So it's a great item to share. And these resources are available for you to use right now. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Another thing to do is to share social posts. So when ACS is putting their childhood cancer posts out there in September, which we usually have 4 to 5 very impactful ones, even going back to last year and sharing those, because those were amazing. And then putting your link to it, that's a way to raise money right there. So just wanted to share that too. Okay, so connecting on social pages is important. We have an Instagram for Gold Together. We have Facebook, and we also, of course, have Twitter. So please follow us. We'd love to let you see our content, and then you can share it and learn along the way. Next slide. All right, so now, involvement. One of the areas that's really impactful is to have gold involvement at schools. And sometimes it's as simple as with the younger ages, just getting them out and moving, have some movement. This particular school shown here, they got some extra resource time, recess time, when they were able to raise a little bit of money together collectively as a team, and really had this, really built it around health and exercise and eating good and all those kinds of things. So it's so easy to get the schools started. And let's take a look at the younger ones in the next slide. So this is, of course, something that was super, if I'm a family that's facing childhood cancer and I see that my school is putting on a little gold shirt during September, I think, oh my gosh, we've made it. It's just like pink, only it's gold, and we're making our way to make people aware. So this is something that sometimes, a school can do so easily. They sometimes offer a PE shirt or a secondary shirt that has the school logo on it. And we just ask them, could you make one gold, so that we could really show children supporting children. And then sometimes, as far as a fundraiser, you charge a little bit for it, parents buy it, and then that, of course, is a fundraiser. All right, let's go to the next slide. I love this school activity. So sometimes when they're little, they need things like a spirit week, right? Well, actually, when they're in high school, they have a lot of fun with spirit weeks too. But this one is more designed for just remembering that if you are talking to a school, let's have some fun around it. You know, they're wearing their gold shirt, you know, on a certain day, but maybe they could have pajamas one day, and you know, wear their favorite sports team shirt the next, and you know, favorite hat day. Gosh, it sounds like something you could almost do in the workplace, actually, except for the pajamas. But anyway, this is just a good fundraiser. And what's happened here is it starts with pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, and dollars, and then whoever the class that has the most amount of money really gets to do some usual stuff that's fun, right? Next slide shows pies in the face. This is a little preschool, our next slide. So these preschool students got involved age 3, 4, and they got to pie their teachers in the face when they made, you know, a goal. So much fun, and again, bringing awareness and also raising funds. All right, so now we're getting into high school, which during the fall, we've got Gold Together games, and we've got volleyball, we've got football, cheer, cross country, different ways, you know, to do that. So with this, we've got an opportunity to just kind of talk through a success. I'm going to introduce in my next slide, it introduces Cole Eicher. He is the founder of Gold Together. He brought this program to American Cancer Society, and it was accepted in late 2018. And I run that and grow that. So he'd like to talk to you. And also, I just want to point out to you, in the picture there is Casey Garnis, and he's from San Diego, and he's one of our top teams. He's the #1 Relay for Life team, the Gold Together team, raising $97,000, and he's done this consistently. So it can be done. We can raise some big money by going gold. All right, Cole, just happy to introduce you and let you talk about what's happening in high schools as your
friend. Thank you, Mom. And good afternoon, everyone. I'm so happy that I could share this little moment with you all about my event that I put on. My name is Cole Eicher, and I am a 9-year brain cancer survivor, and have been a volunteer for American Cancer Society for about 9 years as well. So very happy and excited to share with you my event tonight. So Gold Together Games, just talking about them first off, we try to shoot for 3 things. Awareness, support for the families for childhood cancer, and then also raising that those crucial dollars to fund life-saving research. So usually how it starts is you just try to find a connection, even if that's through a club, or in my case, it was the school administrator. And it's a good idea also to look for any type of clubs on campus, if they're National Science Honors clubs or a Key Club, or maybe the pre-med area, just to keep things going, and let the students start to run the event. It's always good for them to start sooner than later with fundraising. But anyway, so it's really simple, honestly, because Pink Games have been such a huge impact, and everyone really knows what they are. But the only thing that we kind of try to emphasize with these is that they're a little different, because all of these funds are going directly towards pediatric cancer research, for the Gold Together for Childhood Cancer Games that we put on. And so talking first about the awareness piece.
Keila, sorry, next slide, please.
Oh, thanks. I should have said that. But anyways, childhood cancer is very prevalent, and it affects 1 in 260 children. And that's the leading cause of death for children under the age of 20. Very devastating, and that's why we do what we do, to change those statistics. And so really the awareness, you can see by this game, we're wearing gold. We're supporting, you know, families at the game, and everyone is understanding why we are putting this event on, just because the lack of awareness for the cause. Now talking about support, you can definitely see this as well in those photos and at our event, is that we bring and highlight cancer families and kids to be honorary captains of the volleyball team, the football team, even if the girls like to be some cheerleaders for the day, we will try to make that happen as well. So it's all about having fun and just really providing that support aspect. And then the most important aspect is funding the money, funding research. And so how we do that really is through Just Down Days, you know, selling food. We are definitely going to try doing a bake sale. Those are very successful as well. And with that, it comes with just picking a color. And obviously, you know, gold is the color for childhood cancer. So we definitely wear as much gold as we can. And then going a little bit further, if you would like to, there's definitely an option for you making t-shirts, just like you can see right there. It has the logo of the school and also our logo on the shirt as well, to support it. And it gives them a good perk because they can wear these shirts maybe on Fridays when they have to have a uniform on the whole week, and then they get to hang out and have some kind of nice shirt to wear just for that day. So that's another thing as well that the kids can think about. But really, fundraising is a big aspect of this event. And for the past 2 years, we've kind of implemented where we have 5 minutes of fundraising. And so we pick about other people, I think.
Next slide, please.
Yes, next slide. Yes, next slide. So we, you can see it right there. They have the buckets and the QR codes right there saying thank you. They can easily donate or just put the money in those buckets at that time. And usually they have 5 minutes, and we'll set a goal of, you know, if you raise $500 throughout this 5 minutes, then a predetermined teacher will be pied in the face. And the kids love that. And so we definitely hit that goal. And it's been so successful that we've actually had multiple pies in the face this past September, and I bet you this next one coming up, that we raise more than 500, and so we get multiple people get pied in the face, which is kind of fun for the little kids in high school. But the other thing that can come out with this, all of this, is that the other team that you're facing, or the opponent's team, will definitely see all of this because everyone's wearing gold. There's definitely something that they're supporting at this night for any sports game that you put this on. And we actually had a person from the other team come over to us and personally give us $500 because their daughter was actually a childhood cancer survivor. And they wanted, I mean, they just saw the efforts that we were doing and they wanted to support us. So even though they're on the other side of the team, they still want to support, you know, pediatric cancer. And so just to give you a general overview, we raised around $5,000 during these Gold Together months, Gold Together events for the awareness month in September. So thank you for letting me share tonight.
Thank you, Cole. So you're breaking up a little bit, but I think it's worth it saying $5,000 is the average that you raise during this high school football game. And then also the students get to wear their shirts to the volleyball game as well. So thank you for being the inspiration for this school doing that. We've talked about some of these ideas here, so I won't go over that, but I will emphasize that if you get the chance to do a 5-minute fundraiser, and that's what it is, in the stands, being prepared, as you saw, with QR codes and taking cash, really can create some fun energy. The students get into it. They really do. Next slide, please. All right, lemonade stands, just a good old staple and lots of fun. And I'm highlighting this one because sometimes during September, it's nice to have a family project, something you can do together. And this is an example of a family who reconnects with their neighbors. They've been away, you know, for the summer, everybody's doing all their different things. And so they host a lemonade stand in their driveway, invite people. And it's just such a great community connector for them. And they actually have gone a step further. They make handmade soaps. So it's called Lather and Love and Lemonade. Like, how fun is that, right? So they've done that for many years. So just pulling out some of those basics, but having your own special touch to it can make a big difference. Next slide. And for more inspiration, we have our volunteer, Barbara Hancock, on tonight with us. She's in the Tampa, Florida area. She's our Gold Together captain at the North Tampa Relay. And look at that, a 25-year relayer. This will be your 25th year, so thank you, Barbara. Let's hear from you. Oh, on mute. Yeah, no problem. We'll let you know when, I'll let you know when we can hear you. It's okay. I know it's hard to find the little area. It's usually at the bottom. For me, it's at the very bottom left, but I know you're using your phone, so that's hard.
Yeah, how's that?
There you go. We got you.
Okay,
Barbara.
so I am here taking care of, I don't know if you can see me. Am
Yeah,
I on audio
yeah, move it,
or video?
move it
or-
in front, put it in front of your face. We saw it when it was right in front of your face. You wanted to show your
Okay.
grand.
Oh, yes, I have to show you my grandbaby, yes. Oh, okay, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can see it
Thank
when
you,
you've got it right there in front, right in front of your face. Yeah, a little further down, like right in front of your face. Aha, she's adorable.
Okay, no, she's adorable. And so and she's healthy, and the new baby that's coming in January is gonna be, I'm sure, healthy, but there's no guarantees. So
Yes.
it's really important that the work that you're doing, that we're all doing
Mhm.
together with Gold Together continues. So what I love with Kendra Scott, and I have to really promote them because they are amazing. They make it so easy to raise money in such a great way and such a great family experience. So I usually do 2 a year. I'm looking forward to hopefully one in September and maybe one in early December. But they are so gracious to give their space and their time to make us available. So, and it's wonderful. But I know there's other companies that do that, but I would encourage anybody to like reach out to the businesses in your community to say, what's available? Like, would you consider doing this and give a give back? So, but yeah, so it's been great. I can't say enough about Kendra Scott. So if there's one near you, or maybe not even near you, but online, you can do it, I'm sure. So.
Thank you, Barbara. And next slide, please. And you'll see, I think the little this is the coupon that they give to you so that you can promote. They give you, so basically, as she said, you can go online, fill out the application. You just need to give them our information as far as ACS being, you know, a nonprofit, and anyone can give you that letter. And then you just tell them where you want the check to be sent.
Exactly.
And then you get the whole weekend of doing give back, and you just promote it online. And if you've got one in store, great. If you don't, you could just do it online for 2 days. So I'm so grateful for Barbara for being a face in the community. And so thank you.
Oh,
Congratulations.
well, thank you, Laura.
25 years and almost two grandbabies.
Almost two.
Almost
Yes.
2.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I noticed with my time tonight, I've only got another minute or two, so I'm going to whip through these slides really fast so that I'm good. Cole was ready to talk about restaurant give backs, but I'm just going to say they give back, and it's very easy. And you know what? Who wants to cook, right? No cooking. Let's go. Let's just do the give back. So next idea is we do have little cards that you can put in store businesses. Again, depending on what the business is and what they want to do, they can ask their customers to donate. So we have those. We're looking at kind of resources. Another resource for you is don't forget about company matches. You know, some companies give $3 for every dollar that's donated. So just keep asking your friends who are donating if they have company matches. All right, I'm going to move fast. So move me fast here. Here's some online fun things, you know, where you can get people to donate, cross it off and show them. And you can, you know, raise $400 or $500 throughout the month. Next idea. And then ribbons, that's a fun thing to do at work, and then just ask for a donation. So I've got the link on where you buy those items on Amazon. And we have capes and we have bandanas, and you can buy them as volunteers. They're about $1.50 each, and shipping is free right now. Actually, I'm paying for it. But those are kind of some fundraising items or some gift items that you can have. Next slide. All right, so I just wanted to get through this one. This was, I already said, that was the researcher call that we have coming up. So next slide. Yes, keep going. These are all just different ways to recruit, different recruiting items online for us. So good, here's some more resources, cancer.org/goal-together. Next slide. Okay, oh, I got this one twice, huh? Okay. I think I'm wrapping up with the next slide. Let's see.
Yeah, I thought you had that one twice, Laura, because you wanted to remind everybody about the call coming up.
I think I might have.
Again.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking, Kayla.
I gotcha. Like I put in the chat, Laura, all of these slides will be uploaded with the recording. So if you feel like you missed something or you want to look closely at some of those resources, they will be on our on the recording homepage for this call. So everything will be there, all the live links and stuff. And thank you, Laura, Cole, and Barbara for sharing about Goal Together.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for being the voice for the little ones.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to throw this over to our UES Pink Queen now. Amanda, are you ready to go?
The UES Pink Queen. I love that. Can I
get
that like as a formal title for myself? Hi guys. So my name is Amanda. I work with Kayla, and I am lucky enough to staff not only relays but also Making Strides for October. And we're going to talk about some ways that Making Strides goes pink, and then we're going to give you pink relay style. So I'm going to introduce to you Shane. She is our event lead for the Making Strides of the Florida Keys, and she's absolutely amazing. And she's just going to go over with us her very successful Pink Drink campaign that she runs in the Keys. Oh, I can't see you, Shane. I know you're here though. Shane, you're muted. I'm not sure where the button is on the phone.
I think Let me see if I can send a little.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah.
There we go.
Does that work?
Hey.
Okay. The Pink Drink, I'm Shane Messina. I live in Marathon in the Florida Keys, and the Pink Drink kind of does its own thing. What we do is we go around to the various restaurants and bars, which you know in the Keys, there's one on every corner. And I put a collection bin at each bar. And then we even go further and we ask them if they would like to do some sort of a special pink drink for the month of October. And American Cancer Strides makes us these little tabletops that they put up. They put them on each table, and they donate $1 back per drink that is sold on that special pink drink. And I actually had 2 bars approach me today and ask, when are you going to start it up? I said, you know, you can do it all year. So it seems to be working really good. I was at 2 bars this morning doing some promos for our kickoffs, and both of them said they were ready to go. So I'll send you emails next week, Amanda, or when you get back, to try to get some of those tabletops made for those new ones that I talked to this morning. But it works really good.
Yeah, you
And-
send them my way.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I usually do a little Facebook promo on them. And so thank them on Facebook and Instagram. And it's just a really nice little program that was introduced to us several years ago by a volunteer that came from Stewart. And it's been very successful for us, but it could actually work with restaurants, coffee shops, anything that sells anything that would like to donate something but doesn't actually want to actually physically write a check back to us and make a donation that way. They can still participate and do it this way, and it works really good. So I wish I could get down to Key West more often, because there will be a lot of them there that would do it. But we have one down there, Hank's Hair of the Dog, that actually takes his a bit further and does a whole fundraiser. He calls it Rock the Tatas in the month of October during Fantasy Fest. And he turns, I think last year, what, about 6,000 he did for us?
He did. He's done over 6,000 in the last couple of years. So,
And he anticipates this year will be even more. So it's a really big fundraiser, and it's well, we're a little looser with things because that's the way you have to be. So we do actually have a very good bar, restaurant community that does like to give back that way, and I'm delighted. So, and I have a volunteer that is single, and her nightly activity is to take her dogs out for a walk. So she kind of works it for me, and it works out great. So it's been real good for us, and it's fun.
So we make custom made tabletops that go to them, and they also have QR codes on them so that they can make a donation directly to Strides. So if that's something that anybody is interested in, if you just let Kayla know or let us know on the Facebook page, I can share that template, and anybody can use them and have them printed, or you can get with your staff partner and have them printed from the print shop. Thank you so much, Shane. I know you have company in town, but I really appreciate you hopping on with us.
Oh, no problem. I'm delighted. Good to
Thank
see
you so much,
everybody.
Shane.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
So can you go to the next slide for me, Kayla? So going on what Shane said, we could do pink drink relay style. So a couple years ago, we had a local relay that partnered with a brewery. They're a small brewery with a restaurant on them, and they did actually a pink beer. And every one of those that was sold, they gave us half the price of the beer back. So I want to say they made about $1,500 with this. So it's a very simple one. And like Shane said, you can also take it into coffee shops, juice bars, any kind of restaurant that would give back and could do something pink. There's a very beautiful picture of it. We advertise for them on Facebook. We get them the tabletops. And the nice thing about the tabletops is they have those out all month long for the month of October. And we can easily make this purple from pink and just blend them together and make it a relay one. And it just talks about the pink drink. But it's also a really great way, because we know relays are really starting up then, for you guys to kind of work in the pink and not get kind of stuck in that having to wait until October is done to really kind of kick off your fundraisers and get your towns involved. Next slide, please. So another one we like is the pink ribbon wall. So you can get with your staff person to get these little cards. They're just like a card stock. If you have a restaurant in town or business in town, we do a lot with preschools, daycares, some of the schools, real estate offices will do it. They have the card stock. Pay $1 for it. They can write a person's name on to honor them, and they can put it up on the wall. And you would be surprised how quickly that wall fills up and people are honored by being able to leave somebody's name. My mom was a breast cancer fighter, and she passed away in 2012. It doesn't matter where I am. If somebody during the month of October has a pink wall, her name is on it. I don't care what it costs me. So I know that this one is really simple, really easy. If you have businesses in town that would work with you on that. So next slide, please. Paint your business pink. So this is 2Ps. They're actually in LaBelle, Florida. They're a small cafe that we work with, and they actually pink out their entire business. It's called 2Ps, and they call it Pink Out the Pod. And they literally decorate the front. They put pink ribbons up. All of their servers and cooks were pink all month long for the month of October, and they have their relay information out. They also use it as a time to get people registered in town who may not know what relay is, and they truly just embrace adding in the pink with the purple and getting everyone involved, because the truth of it is it may start with one, but it could end up with the other. So we're all one family, and that money's all going to support cancer patients and cancer research. And it doesn't matter what kind of cancer you have, we need the research for it. So the way we're going to get there is by spreading awareness of it. So in October, it's just a really easy way to do that. Next slide, please, Kayla. Pink party. So we have Tupperware parties. Let's see, what else do we have? Color street nails. A lot of them will do
Pampered Chef.
Pampered Chef. They'll do pink parties. So if you want to set that up as a fundraiser that you have for your relay for the month of October and just bling it out all pink. If you work with your local vendors, a lot of them may even come to your events. They will put together a pink package for you. They actually truly enjoy that, and it gives them a chance to give back. A lot of the big fundraisers that I have had recently for pink have been with Color Street, because everybody wants pink sparkly nails for the month of October. And they usually can get a good deal of like 5 sets for the price of 3, and then they give us money back as well. And Tupperware has this beautiful pink line here, and they also do give back on those as well. And then next slide, please. We have Paint the Town Pink Relay Style. So this is a chance where if you could partner with your chamber, you could go in and talk about relay in the month of October and let them know, hey, you know, relay is getting ready to kick up. We would really like to start our relay season off with painting the town pink. They could put pink ribbons out on their businesses. You could run a contest with all the local businesses to decorate pink. We have a flying purple pig for one of our communities. It's literally a purple pig with silver wings, and whoever blings out their business in the most pink for the month of October gets that pig until the following year. And it is literally a traveling trophy through this town. So, and you will not believe what some of these businesses have done to decorate in pink for the month of October while adding it to fundraising. Because what they'll do is you can vote on it, and they ask for every vote that you make that you pay $1. So they roll it back into fundraising. I think I might have gone through those a little fast, but I definitely wanted to leave some time if anybody had any questions. I think it is really easy for Relay to embrace pink. And I think Making Strides does a wonderful job of that. But I also think sometimes Relay gets kind of stuck in that month of October where they're not really sure how to keep going. And these are just a couple of options that you have. Especially if you don't have a Making Strides in your area, because it's really important that people know what we do all year long and to raise money for research.
That is your last slide, Amanda, and that's okay. And Laura is still on if anybody has any questions or ideas they want to share for either pink or gold. We're a little bit small group tonight. I will share one thing that made me think, Amanda. I work with a lot of college students, and they already do drink specials with their local bars to get $1 back. But now I think when we do it on October, we'll see if they'll make us some kind of pink drink, and then they could tie the mission right in with doing that fundraiser, because, you know, they're college students.
Yeah, we have a lot of them that do like just like a pink lemonade, or even like a strawberry smoothie. I don't know how you would turn coffee pink, but I'm really interested in seeing what that would look like as a coffee drinker myself. Well, not recently, but I love coffee. I would love to see what a coffee bar would do with pink.
Rebecca says pink cold foam.
Oh, see, there you go.
Because she's also a coffee drinker, and she's sitting in my office right now.
Oh, hi.
They're waving.
Hey, boo, hey.
Does anyone have any questions or anything else that they want to hear? Oh, Yvonne says you would like the pink ribbon cards.
We can totally do pink ribbon cards. Absolutely.
Is that a design template you already have, Amanda, or is that one?
It
from-
is, and I can pull it and share it. Mhm. Yep.
Yeah, if you want to send me that and even the template for the table topper that you use, I can upload them with the rest of the resources onto the page when I get the recording posted.
I'm making a note to myself so I don't forget.
Thank you, ma'am.
You are very welcome.
And the gold version of the cards is on Brand Toolkit. So
Oh, okay, good to know, Laura. I'll go ahead and pull it off so people can get to
yeah,
it.
there's
Thank
4
you.
versions. Yes.
I
How
need
fun
to make
fun is
myself a
it?
note too.
How fun is it that our volunteers get to say, well, you know, I was at 2 bars this morning.
Right? I'm telling you, the pink drink has been amazing. When I first
Yeah.
acquired Strides and she was telling me about the fundraisers that they did, I was like, explain this to me. How does it work? And I have actually shared that with so many events, and they have taken and run it, and everybody kind of puts their own spin on it that works
Yeah.
for whatever area they're in. We have one that does a lot with a smoothie place. We have Shane that really does with the local bars because of her location there in the Keys, you know what I mean? And then in Panama City Beach, we have we partner them with a local mall, and they actually pink out that entire mall for like the month of
Wow.
October. And then that week of their event, they go in and they have stuff at the shops. So it really is like, pink is nice. I like pink. I like purple. I like gold. I'll take all the colors and put them all together.
I've seen one thing done that you have to plan a little ahead. This would be maybe even a little late, but there are wineries that will do bottles of pink wine. And
Oh,
yeah, and I know the Sevier County area has had good luck with that, and they even have a pink walk where 2 or 3 wineries do several pink wines.
very cool. Anyone else have ideas to share? Got a little time left. Anybody
We
have
have several
questions or
wineries.
want to bounce an idea? Oh, sorry, Sherry, go ahead.
We have several wineries, and I wonder if you could do, you know how they do like the motorcycle runs or that kind
Mhm.
of thing. We have several wineries, and I wonder if they would do something in that little area. I mean, I think there's 6 wineries in one little area in Grafton here in Illinois, and I wonder if they would do something like that for me.
Do like a
Okay.
pink poker run.
Yes, that's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking of.
Pink
Yes.
poker run. That would be amazing.
You'd get
Wheels
good
are
turnout
turning.
from that from the motorcycle community too. A lot of those bikers
Yes,
really
they
get
do.
behind breast cancer.
Yeah.
They do. They give a lot back.
And I'm thinking about beer, like a golden brew, you know, I mean, there's
Oh,
lots
yeah.
I was
you
gonna
could
say that'd
totally
be the
do
easy one
that.
for September. Get those parents involved.
Oh yeah, they could do like a banana smoothie too. Like that would be, or some kind of like pineapple. Ooh, you guys are making me hungry. Now
I
I
know.
want coffee.
I was just thinking I could use a drink, but yeah.
Would it be appropriate to open up a bottle of wine right now? No. No.
I mean, it's like almost 9 o'clock where you are, Laura, so
It-
sure.
Only if it's pink.
That's
Yes,
right.
Gotta be
only
a
if it's
pink
pink or
Moscato.
gold.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for hopping on tonight. Laura, thank you for sharing all the information and expertise. Amanda, thank you for all of the ideas. Like I said, the recording for the call and the resources, the PowerPoint and everything will be posted on our Let's Talk page next week. So be on the lookout, and thank you everybody for joining us tonight, and we'll just cut out a little bit early. Have a
Thank you,
wonderful
Hazel.
evening. Thank you for all you do.
Thanks.
Stop